into tomorrow, we do have a severe weather threat to talk about. This is the area that's under a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. Now, I will say the overall area we're concerned about for severe weather, it does stretch a little bit farther inland into central Florida. Here it is, the entire area where we have concerns about mainly damaging wind gusts, but hail as well. And we can't rule out an isolated tornado or two either. Now, it's kind of another thing that it's all about perspective, right? Because Florida, it's the dry season. It's been an exceptionally dry season so far. So we need any kind of rain that we can get. However, we don't want the severe weather to come with it. And even the areas where we're seeing a lot of the rain and severe weather, we kind of need this on the other coast. Some of this stretches into the areas where we've had, exceptional drought, but some of this is on kind of the wrong coast of Florida. That trend continues as we head into tomorrow as well, continuing with the thunderstorms. Maybe not as much of the severe threat, but it's one of those things that some of these storms could still be on the stronger side. So it's something to keep an eye out for and to be prepared for. The one thing that makes that a little bit tricky is the overall kind of setup that we had, low pressure that was set up over the Ohio Valley over the weekend. That moves far enough north that we're done with that rain. But the next system already starting to move in from the south central. Tuesday evening, some of us getting this, but it's really by Wednesday morning that we are more impacted. 7 a.m. could have some morning commute impacts for places like Atlanta, Montgomery, Jackson, New Orleans, everybody in between here, even up towards Nashville. Maybe give yourself some extra time because some of these heavy downpours sure are part of this overall setup and this overall system. Before we dive into the active warnings, I want to give you kind of an overview of how this storm is moving and the way that this is all kind of working out. So we have this area of low pressure that's stalled out over the Ohio Valley, right? That started over the weekend. So the rain that's coming now, this isn't necessarily your typical, line of storms moving west to east with a cold front. No, this is all rain that is moving around that area of low pressure. So these storms are up for any tornado warnings that are issued. This unfortunately does continue into tomorrow as well. It's a smaller area where we're concerned about the severe weather, the same threats, damaging wind gusts, hail. Can't rule out an isolated tornado or two, but the concern really turns to flash flooding as well, because we are just getting round after round after round of rain. And the ground's already pretty saturated. There's nowhere for it to go as far as that rain absorbing into the ground. We get the ponding and the flash flooding. And this isn't just tomorrow. This isn't just Wednesday, but really the next several days. As we get closer to the weekend, that's when some of us are going to start to dry out. It's a little early to tell if all. Well, the rainy pattern is continuing for the Northeast, and not just rain and some thunderstorms, but we're continuing to see a lower end severe threat for our Tuesday. It's similar to where we're looking at a severe threat for Monday. Once again, damaging wind gusts are the biggest concern, as well as hail, and we're likely to start to see more of the flash flooding reports as we go throughout the next couple of days, because it's just day after day after day of the rainfall. So taking a look at future radar, this continues to be on the scattered side, and we do start to see some movement with that area of low pressure. It was stalled out over the Ohio Valley. It's starting to move its way north and to the east a little bit, so we will start to see the areas seeing rain lift and Maine, and then even off the coast. We continue to see that trend as we work our way through Wednesday, but don't get too excited because the rain does continue for many of us for Thursday, and even some of us into Friday. Now, our rain map overall, the rain totals we're looking at, this goes through Wednesday. A lot of us seeing 2 to 4 inches of rain, but we do have a few areas where we're looking at the 4 to 8 inch rain totals. Some of these areas are already starting to see some of those flash flooding reports come in. As we look ahead to Friday, we do have an area of high pressure on the map. That means there is an end in sight, but we are still dealing with the showers and thunderstorms for those of us highlighted in green here. We will start to see the high pressure system kind of work its way east. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So overall, looking at our temperatures, we're starting to see some of us rebounding Boston back into the 70s by the time we get to Thursday.